My name is Ajeet Mathur, and I'm a professor in strategy and international business at Ahmedabad. I'm very excited to share with you something very new, first time in the world that we are creating, and I'd like to invite you to join us in experiencing it. Have you wondered why change initiatives in organizations often get blocked? Have you wondered also why people spend a lot of time changing from one organization to another, as if escape from organizations was an endemic reality? Or why wisdom and knowing in organizations is so scarce at a time when paradoxically there's so much information overload that all of us are suffering from? For many years, I and several of my colleagues around the world have been pondering over these mysteries in management. And we have been researching organizational toxicity. The first international conference on organizational toxicity was organized in Rome in 2015. And in the process, we discovered that toxicity is something, in one sense, unavoidable in any organization. Because in an organization, as part of its lived reality, tends to collect a lot of frustrations, conflicts, residual emotions that are part of the living and working in organizations. But most organizations don't have time, energy, patience to pay attention to it. And a lot of this remains undealt with, almost as if it were unthought known. One of the things we discovered is, in the process of researching organizational toxicity, that if toxicity is mitigated, that's when organizations are able to function. Because beyond dangerous thresholds of toxicity, an organization will actually collapse. And that's why some of the collapses that have occurred in organizations occur without much warning and hardly any warning signals. Have you noticed that? So what we hope to do is to bring together all the research and all that we have learned about organizational toxicity to you. And four of us have decided to combine to offer you a first of its kind in the world workshop, which we call Signs of Organizational Toxicity, Organizational Health, and Enlightenment. So let me talk about its elements. Philip Boxer is a pioneer in organizational forensics from America, and he would be joining us in this workshop, bringing forensic methods that are being used to diagnose organizational toxicity. His contention is that it is toxicity that holds up innovation and creativity, and without toxicity being diagnosed and mitigated, it's impossible just by continuously changing structures, as often people tend to recommend in organizations that if something's not working, please change the structure. But structural solutions seldom work because its strategy is about not only structures, but also systems and also processes. So we are talking about a trine, because really structure only provides some kind of semblance of role network, which is really about providing a feeling of reliability, that there are role holders who are assigned responsibilities. Systems, on the other hand, we look at as providers of certainty, so that activities that an organization needs to engage with can be assumed to occur with a certain amount of certainty. But that's not enough. Processes have to be very aesthetic and harmonic, without which there is a great danger that we will lose the possibility of actually having harmony in the organization, and the processes provide that harmony, that aesthetic of an organization, without which structures and systems will be very dry. To cut a long story short, we decided then that four of us will combine. So Philip Boxer brings in organizational forensics. Richard Morgan Jones, who's a world-famous author, acclaimed for his book, The Body of the Organization and Its Health, will join us. And Sari Mathur, who's one of the internationally recognized thought leaders in wisdom and knowing, and recently internationally recognized at the World HR Congress in February 2018. And I, at Ahmedabad, who have just written my book called Mysteries in Management, we are combining ourselves as a foursome over 5 days and offering this workshop. And we hope to share with you all the excitement and all the learning, and we hope to co-create even more learning together with you. So our invitation is to please go through the details that we have provided you in a brochure we have created. This is our brochure. I hope you can at least see the cover of it, and if you would please take the time to read it. We have decided to keep this workshop rather small. The maximum number of people we are accepting is 24 by invitation. So if you'd like to join us in this interesting, enterprising adventure of looking at organizational toxicity, organizational health, and how to seed and harvest creativity and innovation in organizations, please register for this workshop and come to us. The dates are 28th August to 1st September, and all four of us who have combined to offer this will be there with you all the 5 days. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at the workshop.